been playing Pokemon Go for a week now, but remember that tutorial that you didn't actually get? It means that there's all kinds of useful information just tantalisingly out of reach. But fear not, we've collected 14 Pokeball-shaped factoids guaranteed to make you a better trainer. The better the catch, the higher the XP. When it comes to catching them all, you can increase the number of XP points you earn from captures by landing the Pokeball in the closing circle. This means you gain at least 10 extra XP points per capture. The smaller the circle is when you hit it, the greater the chance of the Pokemon staying locked in the ball as well. Get curveballing. There are several ways to throw a curveball. One is to simply bend your throw on the screen before releasing, but another is to make small circles on the screen with the Pokeball before releasing it. You'll know when it's ready as stars will start swirling around the Pokeball. Landing a capture with a curveball gives you an extra 10 XP. Win. The higher the CP, the better the evolution. The strength of an evolved Pokemon is directly related to the strength of the starting beast. Try and capture starting Pokemon with as high a combat power as possible before evolving them. You can also level them up with candy and stardust, but that will use up your precious supplies, which aren't always easy to get hold of as replacement Pokeballs. So, always evolve the Pokemon with the highest CP from your collection, and try not to feel too bad for sending low levels back to the Professor for candy. He's definitely not using them for anything nefarious. Gym time doesn't have to hurt. Helpfully, it doesn't actually say anywhere, but in order to perform your base attack in the arena, all you actually need to do is tap away on your Pokemon. Fill up the special meter, which you can see under your health bar, and you can send out your special attack by holding your finger on your Pokemon. You'll also need to dodge incoming attacks too, which is a matter of swiping left and right on the screen. Pokemon types matter. If you've played Pokemon before, you'll know that they belong to a number of types that offset each other in battle in a sort of rock, paper, scissors type mechanic. Grass is vulnerable to fire, while fire is vulnerable to water, and water is vulnerable to grass, for instance. It's worth checking out which Pokemon are actually in the gym that you want to attack before choosing who to go into battle with, so don't always just pick the highest CP, always look at the type. You can see what type your Pokemon actually is by selecting the Pokemon in the app. Most of them handily have two, so Pidgeotto is a normal and flying type Pokemon, while Oddish is a grass and poison. Name your EVs. Naming your EVs different names will result in different evolutions. Yes, it's true. As you probably know, Pokemon Go lets you edit the names of your new favourite pets, but it's also hiding a rather neat little nod to the original TV series and the Eevee brothers. If you name your Eevee Sparky before evolving it, it will turn into a Jolteon. If you name it Rainer, it turns into a Vaporeon, and if you name it Pyro, it will evolve into a Flareon. A quick tip though, once you've renamed them, that's just by hitting the little pencil next to their name, quit out of the app fully and then head back in fresh to make sure that the name is saved on the server. Go into town. You're more likely to find Pokemon in populated areas. City centres are a good place to start, and basically anywhere where there's a big flow of people, gas stations, cinema complexes and fast food restaurants are all good places. Get to the gym. You can buy Pokecoins with real money, but you can also earn them by holding gyms. These include ones that you're just supporting as part of your team, so it makes it worth hunting them out. Pokecoins can then be used to buy a bigger bag or Pokemon storage upgrade. A bigger bag helps with carrying all the lures, potions, revives, incense, lucky eggs, raspberries and Pokeballs that you'll be carrying, so that's kind of a must-do. Save your battery. The battery saving mode within the app is useful if you're spending a lot of time wandering around, which, let's face it, we all are. Turn your phone upside down at your side and your phone screen will go dark, saving you precious juice while walking those vital kilometres for eggs. You'll find that in the settings menu, it's just a button you tick. Another battery saving technique is the fact that you can download your most visited areas as offline maps. Pokemon Go gets its map data from Google, and if you download your home and work areas on your phone via the Google Maps app, it will improve the performance of Pokemon Go. Open up the Google Maps, select the settings menu, which is shown by an icon with 3 horizontal lines, and tap on offline areas. Press the plus icon, then use the map to draw a square of the area you want to download, then tap on download. Yay! Extra juice and more data. Work on your gym XP. As well as capturing other teams' gyms, you can also battle your own colour of gyms to level them up. You'll be limited to using just one Pokemon, but for each of the monsters you defeat at the gym, you'll build up the gym's XP. Once the gym has enough XP, it will then level up, which unlocks more slots for Pokemon to defend it. Either you can then leave one of your Pokemon there, or else another member of your team can do so. Once your gym's impenetrable, you can sit back and reap the coins that will come your way as a defender's bonus. Special moves matter. Check your Pokemon's moveset before sending them to the grinder in the sky. If you have 2 Pokemon at similar CP levels but only one can perform simple moves like Tackle and Body Slam, it's worth keeping the slightly lower CP one in exchange for a better moveset. You can always level the little guy up later on. Zoom in and out. The map works just like the Google version, so as well as being able to spin it around, you can also pinch the map to zoom in and out. Doing this should help you pick up that elusive Pokemon if you can't get them right away, or they're just hiding frustratingly behind a Pokestop symbol. Dodging helps. Always try to dodge at the start of the battle. If you're using faster types of Pokemon like Eevees who have quick burst attacks, you should be able to get in a few extra hits before your opponent can react. Add variety to the gym. If you're adding a Pokemon to a gym your team's already claimed, make sure you add a Pokemon of a different type to the ones already there. For example, if it's already occupied by a fire type, you should probably add a water or a ground Pokemon. It'll make it much harder to take down and should mean that you'll hold it for longer. And we know what holding means: Pokecoins. So those are 14 hidden mechanics that Pokemon Go never actually tells you about. If you have any more tips and tricks, let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on GamesRadar Plus.